Hey guys, welcome to Osrs progress video number 27. We're starting where we left off from last time. I've got a cave cracking task, 92 left. I'm probably not going to kill all of those because it gets quite tedious after a while. I'll probably do like one trip of like 25 or something and then kill the normal ones. I thought I was going to set myself some goals for this episode rather than just doing Slayer, because all the levels are quite far apart now. If you see like 400k, 400k, 600k, 700k. So I'm going to go for 1800 skill total, along with at least get one quest done. And maybe start looking at some diaries and stuff as well, on top of my normal Slayer goals and stuff, sort of work towards 94, and get the Smoke Devil task. So that is what I'm going to do. So with that in mind, I am going to do this cracking task. If I don't get anything worth showing you, I won't show you, and I'll come back the next time I do have something worth showing you. So see you in a bit. Alright, there's just an elite clue that I did here at the start of the episode. I completely forgot to record my audio, because you know me, I'm a bit of a derp. Nothing special though, it was just duplicates basically, so there you go. Alright guys, so I've managed to grab myself an Armadale task. I've been stood outside by this door for about 18 hours now. Not logged in obviously, I'm really ill again actually. My children, they always come home with bugs and colds and flus and stuff from school because their immune systems suck. Regardless of how healthy they eat, they just catch every disease going, and you'll learn that when you get older. It's quite annoying for them as well as me. But anyway, yeah, I've got an Armadale task and I've got a clue to do from getting KC2. I've got 187 to kill. So I should be able to kill quite a bunch here. I'm not going to count the drop I got in the last episode with my friend at the end. That was a duo drop, but it wasn't my drop, right? So I think in terms of me getting the drop as myself, I'm well over 220 dry now since my last drop, which was the hilt, which was ages ago. So if I get anything worth showing you, I'll come back, and if not, I won't. And then I'm going to try and get on to the Smoke Devil task. So yeah. Right guys, and I didn't get anything from Creera, sadly. It tends to happen sometimes. You go on like really long dry streaks. But anyway, I've been doing Cerberus today. I've got myself an elite clue to do and that hard clue. I'm going to do that in a second and show you the reward. I did leave my private chat on today, and a couple of people messaged me about what they'd like to see in the videos, which was what I asked you to last time. And the thing that came up several times was they want to see wilderness bosses, so I will start including them. But what I'll do is, I won't show you every single drop because that gets boring and repetitive. I will go and kill a boss, show the drops at the end kind of thing. So let's say I kill Scorpia, kill it 10 times or whatever the going rate is. I'll show you at the end, and I'm banking what I got from those 10 kills. And I'll do it like that. Maybe make a goal to get all the wilderness drops myself or something fun like that. And anyway, yeah, Cerberus, not lucky there sadly, but I have got some clues to do. And then I'm going to get back to try and get myself a Smoke Devil task. And then I did say I was going to get a diary and 18 total this episode, didn't I? So I'm going to get on with that. But anyway, I'll be back with the rewards for these clues. Alright, that's my 37th elite, and a Zami page is actually quite good for me. I don't normally get good elites, as you've seen if you've been following the series. But I'm happy with that. That's actually quite a nice drop for me. There's definitely a duplicate though, but still, Zami pages are good. And now I have a hard clue to do, so I'll be back once I'm finished with that. Right, and there's my 141st hard clue, and not very good at all, but I did just get a Zami page, so I can't really complain. I'm going to go and get myself a new task. I can't be bothered to finish the Hound, so I'll try and grab an interesting one and come back when I've got it. Alright, I got some Abbey Demons, which is a really slow task, but I obviously can't skip that one because it's Abbey Demons. So I'm going to do that, so that will probably take me up until I go to sleep tonight. So I guess I'll be back tomorrow and try and get the Smoke Devils. It's not happening at all. I just went through like 200 points then and get it, so I'm going to do this task and then hopefully get it at some point soon. Alright, so the first drop of my trip, and a Rune Cross. You know, I'm not even surprised at this point, because my luck at Armadale seems to have disappeared, but there you go, there's a Dragon Medham. Fuck you, Jagex. Alright, that's my first trip over, and I got 9 kills that time, I think. Oh, wait there, we started on 540, 8 kills even. Right, and the drop, that Dragon Med was terrible. Look, there you go. There's the drops. And some Crush Nests. 167k. As you guys know, like if you do Armadale a lot, it's not like the other Godwars where like the junk loot sort of adds up, and it's quite nice. Creera is awful if you don't get a rare drop, sadly. So I'm back at the end of the next trip, I suppose. Alright, and there's the first kill of the second trip, and just coins, sadly. Okay, that's the end of my second trip. I think I got 7 or 8 that time. I wasn't really keeping count, and it's just 154k. So again, nothing special. I've got 71 left, which is enough for one more trip. So I'm going to finish the last trip, show what I got. I'll hopefully get something, because this dry streak is now, we are now 251 since I last got a drop from, yeah. Okay, and that's the first kill of my third trip, and it's again just coins, nothing great, sadly. Well, I mean, that's the first emerald I've ever got here. Alright, and that's 453 tasks in a row and another Creator task dry. Now, what is it, 200 and... I have 258 dry. I can't even remember now. I've lost count. I'm very dry at Creator now, so I'm getting a bit demotivated with this, but I still will always do this task, and I've now got a clue to do, and then I'm going to do something a bit different. So first I'll do the clue, and then I'll talk to you about what I want to do after that, so be right back with the reward. Alright, and that's my clue reward, 140k, nothing special, and sadly I have that Green Dragon Master, that is a duplicate, but never mind. So anyway, I've got a Spirit Mage task now, which is boring, so instead I'm going to do my new thing, so I'll be back once I'm ready to start that, and I'll show you what I was talking about. Alright guys, so I decided what I'm going to do for a bit of variety, because someone asked me, was to try and kill wilderness bosses. I'm going to go and kill Vetion. I'm going to do 3 kills of Vetion today. Normally when I try this there is PK, so I'll find out when I get there kind of thing, but yeah, I'm going to do 3 and then get myself down to Barrows, so I'll be back with the first drop. Alright, so I've killed 1 Vetion so far, but obviously I've got a raggy PK on me. This sort of happens every time I try and kill this boss, sadly, so I'll try and get away, but we shall see. There we go, see ya. Right, so my first drop was 20 rubies and 10 diamonds, but this is the trouble with wilderness bosses, see, that happens every single time I go to kill them. That's kind of why I haven't included any in my vlogs up until now, because that literally does happen every single time. So yeah, with that in mind, I'll try and get another couple of kills, but just expect that to happen. Okay, and my second kill was this 18k. There was quite a lot of scout PKs up there, which I live in England, right, and it's lunchtime in England. You would have thought that everyone would be busy or not online, but there is still PKs there, so I'm having to be careful. But I'm going to try and get a couple more kills and just for a bit of variety, and then I'm going to get myself down to Barrows, get my Barrows chest done for the day, and then I'll probably get on to something else, so yeah. Right, and that's kill number 3, 10 Ogre Coffin Keys. Alright guys, so I actually managed to get myself down to Barrows. I've just spent my whole evening watching Better Call Saul. I've avoided it so far, right? I was going to wait until the whole season was out and then binge it all in one hit. But I couldn't anymore because I accidentally watched half a review earlier and I saw it was a Mike episode, like the last week's one, so I just had to watch it. So there you go. Not that you care. But anyway, Barrows, chest number 1, let's go. And nothing interesting. Alright, and chest number 2. Nothing spectacular. Alright, chest number 3. Terrible. Alright, chest 4. Oh my god, they're getting worse, aren't they? Alright. Alright, so chest 5. I realise I haven't called myself anything yet. So, I was just about to do it then, I completely forgot. I was going to say, like, oh, Guffin's War Spear incoming, but I didn't, so, yeah, chest 5. Okay, chest 6, so I call myself a Verak, skirt. No, but I did get an elite, awesome. I haven't done a clue for ages, so, sweet. Alright, so this is chest 7, I think. Yeah, nothing special. I'm going to do one more and then get back to Slayer. Okay, on my last chest now, I'm going to call myself nothing. I'm going to get nothing. I've got a Spirit Mage task now, so I always get a clue when I do that task, so I'm going to go and do that task and then do these clues afterwards kind of thing. So I'll be back when I'm finished with that. Okay, there's my elite complete, nothing special sadly. I did get a hard clue from my spirit task, and what also happened was I went to get a new task, cancelled it, and then ended up being stuck with another Spirit Mage task. So what I'll do is I'll do the hard clue and then I'll go and finish that task again for the second time, so be right back. Okay, and there's my hard clue, nothing special that time sadly, so I'm going to get back to my second Spirit Mage task, and I most likely will get another clue, so I'll be back at the end. Alright, and that's my clue finished from the other Spirit Mage task, and that's a unique. I have a pair of these in my bank already, but that's because I bought them for using at Godwars, but that's the first time I've got this from a clue, so that's a unique, which is awesome. I've now got myself another Armadale task, so I'm going to go and do that again. I'm closing in on 94 strength, and we've done quite a lot of Slayer so far in level 93 and still no Smoke Devil task, so I'll be back at the first trip of Creera. Alright, so the first kill of this trip is some Dwarfweed Seeds, nothing interesting. Alright, first trip done at Armadale and the 115k, nothing special. I'll be back at the second one. Alright, first kill of the second trip and just some coins, so again, nothing too special there. Alright, second trip, 159k, not that great either. I've got enough to kill about 5 more or so, so I'll be back at the end of that. Alright, and that's 460 tasks in a row, nothing special sadly. I'm going to kill one more whilst I'm here, but yeah, I didn't get anything again. Surprise, surprise. Alright, I'm just finishing up my hard clue from Creera. it clicked off it sadly, but it's just these items down here and 205k, nothing great. So I'm going to get back to trying to get myself a smoke devil task and some combat levels, I suppose. So I'll be back soon. Alright guys, so as you can see, I finally got myself a smoke devil task. Now I only got 7 kills on my first attempt. That's probably really newbie. I'm really reluctant to do the whole walk under method thing. I hate playing RuneScape like that. I think that people call it click movements shit or something like that. And I don't have the patience for that, but it evidently is the best way to kill this boss, so I'm just going to have to get used to it, I suppose. So I've got loads of these to kill. I've still got like 173 left, so I'm going to spend my afternoon killing this because it's the first time I've ever had it. So yeah, I'll probably be back on it, or hopefully if I get a good drop, and if not, at the end of the task. So see you then. Alright, so the funniest thing that's happened, right, I was killing this Smoke Devil boss, and I accidentally clicked one of these little ones. It's the very first one I ever killed, and I got an occult necklace. How awesome is that? Now, let me see, can I prove this? Let me see if we can. Are there Smoke Devils on the normal one? Alright, yeah, see, so I've killed 107 Smoke Devil bosses, but my kill count is 108, and that's because I literally just killed one. So my very first kill, I actually got an occult necklace. That's comical, really, if you think about it. I just killed 170 of these guys, got nothing, and I accidentally got one off that. That's pretty funny. Alright guys, so I didn't get anything else at the Smoke Devils, but I finished that, and I came over here to Cow Fight, so I just got 94 strength and 118 combat, which is really cool. I wasn't actually expecting a combat level then. I thought I was never level off a combat level. So really awesome, yeah. And so now I've got 4 more levels to go for my 1800 total goal. I might do something like fire making, because I need some fire making levels anyway, just to get it done. And I'm not too sure about the diary this episode. We shall see in a little bit. Alright guys, so there's 61 fire making now, 3 levels to go. I'm not going to come back with every fire making level because they're boring. Nothing comes from it. It's just crappy fire making. Alright, I'm literally just doing it to get 1800 total. So yeah, 61, and I've just landed myself another Smoke Devil task almost instantly, another 157, which is really cool. That takes up quite a lot of time though, so I'm not going to do that right this second, because I want to get other things done for now. So I'm going to do this, and then I think I want to get a quest done, and maybe a diary, and then finish up with the Smoke Devil task, so I'll be back. Alright guys, and there is my 1800 total, so I'm going to get on with my Smoke Devil task now. I can't be bothered to do a quest at this second, so I might do it tomorrow or something like that, but I will get one done at some point. But yeah, 1800 total. Alright guys, I actually changed my mind and did a quest in the end. I did a Throne of Miscellanea. I have to do Royal Trouble at some point. I'll probably get that done in the next episode, but sometime soon, just so I can start doing Kingdom of like daily kind of thing to get the money. So yeah. Alright guys, so I finished my Smoke Devil task on the normal ones. I didn't get any drops for that one, but I did get a hard clue. I'm going to do that now, and I also snagged myself an Advances task. I'm not going to do this one now because it's taken up too much of the video, so what I am going to do is finish this clue. Oh look, my screen's a bit off. There we go. Go to Barrows, do like 5 chests or so, and then call it the episode, just so I can upload it quicker. I've made quite a lot of progress this episode, although it doesn't seem it. I've got 1800 total, and a combat level, and a bunch of money from doing my tasks and stuff, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, with that in mind, I'll be back at the end with my clue reward, and then off to Barrows. Alright, that's my clue reward, 119k. I couldn't get it on the screen because these things attacked me. It was a wilderness clue, but I think that's a unique. 1 second. Yeah, the Barrows page is unique. Finally, like I've only been getting the Barrows page 1 for ages and all those clues, so that's the first time I had a second one, so awesome. I'm now going to get myself down to Barrows. I'm going to do 5 chests and then come and show you the bank where it's at when I'm finished, and then finish up for today's episode, so I'll be right back at the first Barrows chest. Right, I keep putting that on the wrong thing, don't I? Right, chest number 1, and nothing special. Okay, chest 2, and nothing again. Right, chest 3, I'm going to call myself a Guff in town. Nope. Right, chest number 4. And the dry streak continues. 1 more. Right, and my last chest for today. And we got nothing, so I'll be right back at the bank. Alright, and then to finish up, then I'm just going to show you my bank quick. This is the overall 277.3 mil. I don't know how accurate that is, to be honest, because OS Buddy tends to mess up quite a lot. But the main tabs are the ones that we're keeping is the Slayer tab. So this is the Slayer tab currently. Looking quite nice. Yep, some new drops in there now from doing the Smoke Devil boss. And then the clue tab, I actually managed to buy back the Black Chaps G now, so this now is at 37.2 mil. This is completely accurate. The only thing that isn't is that sometimes I use the teleport scrolls to get myself around doing clues, but these are all the clue rewards. Pretty tasty. Barrow tab hasn't changed at all this episode. I haven't got anything, so it's just the same items as before. And then obviously my 4 pets, I'll just keep them in there. I don't know why really. And then some junk in there. Yeah, so the last thing I want to say is this episode is I've had a really busy week, and it's been quite emotional. I've had some personal issues going on, and as such I haven't felt motivated too much to play RuneScape much in the day, and so not much got done. However, the person who asked me to do the wilderness bosses, I did vet you on, as you saw, and I did try doing the crazy archaeologist, but the amount of PKs I came across, it sort of it felt to me personally like it wasn't worth my time, because the PKs, that they're welcome to attack me in the wilderness, right? That's exactly what it's for. I can't complain because they're attacking me, because that's the whole point of the wilderness, right? So I don't angry at them. The trouble is the drops that I'm getting for the time that I'm spending doesn't seem worth it when the other stuff I do I actually make more money from anyway. If that makes sense. So what I'm going to say is I will incorporate some wilderness bosses into my videos at times when I get them on Slayer tasks and whatnot, but I'm not going to go out of my way to do it like I do Barrows and boss tasks, like Slayer boss tasks, like Armadale and stuff, if that makes sense, just because it doesn't feel like it's worth my time. But I will here and there throw a couple in. So with that in mind, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're all okay, and I'll catch you next time.